just sort of organizing themselves in the background. It's okay to go ahead?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have some silence. See if you can leave all your thoughts connected with your lives for 5 minutes. You will not be disturbed for 5 minutes by anything. Is that okay? Now just go inside and check that you are having the feeling that you are a spiritual being inside. The fact that you're in this body is giving life to the body, but your existence is separate from the body. Just remember this. Remember, I am the spiritual being, the soul. My true nature is peace, love, contentment. And I am in the center of things that are connected with my life. There are my family, my work, the things that I have to do, but for a few minutes I've just become an observer. Just as I am the power behind my life, I give power to my body, I give power to my activities. In the same way, God is my power. So there are three things: my life and the activities, me, the soul, behind that, and God behind me. So I look outside, I see the world, and I look beyond here, and I see my connection with the Divine One, the Source, the one who has many names: God, Allah, Jehovah, the Great Spirit, Prabhu, Bhagwan, and Shiv. The benefactor. So again, I give power and even benefit to my life, and God gives power and benefit to me. I become the instrument, nimit, of that benevolence. Just enjoy this connection. Don't think too much. Just enjoy. Okay, let's open our eyes. Let's come back slowly. Open your eyes. So, Om Shanti. So what a wonderful place you have here. Huh? Do you like this place? Yeah? You are very fortunate. Not only fortunate because you can come to such a place, but you are fortunate to come to for this reason, for this meeting. One of the greatest things that I have learnt from my association with Brahma Kumaris, I started my journey this year will be 50 years. 50 years ago. Seems a long time, huh? But one of the greatest things I've learned was the story of 3 dots. Everything related to the soul and the life that we lead and the expansion of our lives. You know, it's like a tree. Our lives are like a tree that sort of has branches. And there are many things that we have done and have initiated. One tree may be a family, another tree may be a profession, other interests. And so our lives have become like a tree. But I am just a seed of that tree. I'm not the tree. No? I'm the seed. So the first dot is me, the soul. One dot. And the objective of meditation practice is basically to remember that. Remember, I am the essence of everything I have become. I am not what I have become. I am the seed. So one dot. The second dot, the second point, is God, the one behind everything, the one who is remembered in all traditions, in one way or the other. I wrote a book called The God Experience, and in that book I had, with a couple of other people, I wrote it together with two other women, Canadian women, and we did a study of the different religions and how many people in the world believed in God. Around 70%. Of course, they give different names, different attributes. But definitely the one that the Muslims call Allah and the Christians call God and the Hindus call Bhagwan or Prabhu or Shiv also is the same one. The one that the Native American Indians call the Great Spirit. The one that the Jews call Jehovah is the same one, just one. So all of these different traditions, in their own way, remember the same one. In terms of numbers, 31% of people in the world are Christians. 25% are Muslims. The next number, around 15.5%, are those who believe in God but don't follow any particular religion. There are many. So it's the third biggest number group are those that don't have any particular tradition but they believe in God. Fourth number is Hindus, 15%. 6.6% Buddhists, and then the others. 6 are maybe 1.5%. Jews, 0.4%, not many. But 70% of everyone believes in God. Even the Hindus, they have many different gods, which are like attributes, I could say. But they also talk about Paramatma. They also, when they say, "Oh Prabhu," who are they thinking about? That one. And so, the fact that 70% of the whole world remembers God, and even the atheists, you know. I remember a story, you remember the premier of the Soviet Union, his name was Boris Yeltsin. Do you remember him? Once he fell down the steps at the Kremlin. He's a total atheist, right? He fell down the steps and you know what he said? "Oh my God." So even atheists, "Oh my God." You know, when things get tough in people's lives, let's say they're near their last breath, they don't remember their auntie, they don't remember their grandmother, they don't even remember their children, they remember God. Because God is the only one that can help them at that moment. Why? And this you go anywhere in the world you see. I think really that if you took away the languages, that we didn't need to translate to each other, that we all spoke the same language, we would be much closer together as a humanity, because we would realize that we've been talking about the same things. They're not different. Essentially, Hindus, Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, everyone are similar. If you take away the language, take away the culture, take away the rituals, take away all of the things of bhakti, then what do you have? You have human beings. And they suffer the same. Like a mother in Afghanistan, if she loses her baby, and a mother in the United States loses her baby, do they have different suffering? No, same. The same feelings, the same thoughts, the same, we are happy if there's someone tells a joke, it's not a cultural joke, but a funny thing, everyone laughs. When something shocking happens anywhere in the world, people become, oh, and this phrase, oh my God, oh Prabhu, is in every language. Oh, good. After some time, this starts to get heavy, right? I want to, yeah, good. This is better, much better. So I want to tell a story. As I said before, there's one dot, me. The other dot, the essence, is God. The third dot is everything that happens. When anything happens, it finishes, has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And you put what? Full stop. Finished. So, past. Anything that's past, finished. So, anything, everything, I can also reduce to a dot. Not a question mark, not an exclamation mark, not any other type of punctuation, just wonderful, happened, next. So we were just in another meeting, someone's asking, how can I forgive? Very difficult. She said, Sister Shivratri always talks about forgiveness. It's true. Do you think forgiveness is easy? What do you think? Easy? A little bit complicated. Because we don't know how to put a full stop. What have I learned? What will I carry forward? What is the lesson that is in this situation? Let me learn. And full stop. So 3 dots. Me, God, past. No? If he can do that, all of the expansion of me, how much is there? Me and my relationship, me and my family, me and my financial situation, me and my health, me and the people who depend on me, all of that. Imagine if you were able to just bring that back to one point. No worries. I'm okay in the center of my life. Everything is okay. I'm not okay. Nothing is okay. It works like that. And Imagine if we were able to, as human beings, see beyond all of the different isms, Buddhism, Hinduism, Judaism, Islam. If I could see beyond all of that, and I could see just one, and understand that that same one is the one that everyone remembers. And everyone, especially as they get to the end of their life, they try to remember and invoke, right? It's quite incredible that we don't realize how much we have in common as human beings. Once I did a journey physically, and this was before Brahma Kumaris. I travelled from Australia to London by land. Big journey. First part, of course, was because Australia is an island. I had to go on a plane to Indonesia, and then I continued. So I visited Indonesia, then Malaysia, then actually Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Myanmar, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Turkey, then Bulgaria, then Central Europe, Austria, Germany, Holland, England. So it took 6 months. And what did I observe? I traveled across how many different traditions? Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, and I saw people doing similar things. Do you know how a Christian prays? Like that. Do you know how a Buddhist prays? Or even Islam, they pray? Or like this too? How do Hindus pray? Huh? Like this. So if I were a Martian visiting Earth, I don't know anything about customs of this place, but I see people everywhere doing like this. I would think that they're doing the same thing, right? You know, in India you have Vijayamala, Rudrakshamala, right?
Yes.
You know, the Buddhists have malas too. I remember sitting in a bus in Afghanistan, and the man next to me had also a rosary. In fact, when the rosary was not in his hand, his thumb continued to do like this. Such a habit. And the Christians have rosaries. And I see all of these people with rosaries. Why? Different traditions, same activity. So there's a lot of things we have in common. And it's such a pity that there are the religions of the world have been wars. They've had wars. You see today, even in India, so much trouble because someone thinks that this one is better than that one. We have the same, take away our languages, take away our cultural differences, take away our different diets, you know. The people from the West come to India, the food is too spicy, right? And then you go there, you can't eat the food, it has no taste. Yeah? But you take away the differences, people are still eating the same potatoes and peas and beans and rice. It's the same wheat. Same. Same food. Same water. Yeah? Is the water in Brazil different from this one? No. What about the air? Same air. We have so many things in common, yet we fight because we believe differently. So on this day, they were celebrating Shivratri, right? It really is about celebrating this main relationship between souls and God. That's it. Soul, God. And then we have the things that happen. And the things that happen are similar too. People have families. You think a father in Russia is different from a father in Australia? The feeling that he has towards his kids are not different. They get upset about the same things. If you translated a taxi driver in the traffic of Buenos Aires in Argentina, and you translated the language of a taxi driver in New York or in Kuala Lumpur, and you translate it, they would be saying the same things. Getting upset. So we get upset in the same way, we love in the same way, we feel in the same way, we remember God in the same way, we pray in the same way, we count rosaries in the same way. Yet we think that we are different, or we are better. No. Who is better? Who is the best? Which is the best country in the world? So I've been to so many countries, people ask me, what is your favorite country? And I say, my favorite country is wherever I am. And then people become happy, right? So my favorite country at the moment, what is it?
India.
India. Next week I'll be in England. Not my favorite country anymore. So every place has good things, everything has bad things. Depends on our experience. But behind everything that happens, behind all of our relationships, behind all of the things that I do and I say and I try and I initiate, behind everything is the soul. And behind all of the things that happen is God. So soul, God. And everything that happens can also be reduced to a full stop. Finished. Next book, next sentence, next chapter. So today finishes, tomorrow's another story, right? So meditation helps me to become free from all of my own expansion, to connect with the one behind everything and above everything, God, Allah, Yoga, Shiv, whatever the name you want, that one, Paramatma, Parampita, actually not just Pita but Mata also, right? Why would God just be a man? Actually not a man, not a woman either, but not male and not female, beyond. So when I meditate, meditation is like prayer, but it's done with more understanding of what's going on. So you talk to that one. Have a conversation. But not as a, I'm terrible, I'm just weak, I'm, no good. But not as a beggar. Oh God, please give me this, give me that, please help. Please can you tell my boss to raise my salary? Oh God, can you make the intellect of my husband more functional? You pray to God to make someone wiser. No, so instead of asking, take. Do you think he's going to say no? So don't go to God asking. Take. It's your right. You're not a stranger. You're not someone who's never been to his house. You came from that house, and then you go back to that house. As souls, we come from the region that you call Brahma. We come from there. We were there before here. And we came. We had our journey here. After some time, we go back there. Right? So I do have a connection with Paramdam, the home. It's the same place that the Buddhists call Nirvana. Same place. Same place. And of these same things that people do, I'm noticing that especially the women, some of you, I know, me too, they put a tilak here when I came in. Yeah? The tilak you have in India, the Christians, what they do? The priest comes and makes the sign of the cross here. Same place. And the Muslims, when they greet you, they touch here first. Yeah? When they pray, they touch here on the ground. Why? Why here? And when you make a silly mistake, what do you do with your hand? Yeah, you don't do like this or like that. I'm stupid. Not the body is stupid, the soul. The soul is the stupid one. In here somewhere. That's why the tilak. Yeah? In between the two sides of the brain, back a little bit, near the hypothalamus and the pineal gland is the seat of the soul. So I come into this body, I stay here. These eyes are windows that I see through. These ones are also windows I can listen through. So I'm controlling everything from here. And these are, if I remember that, I'm the soul giving life to the body. Secondly, my nature is peace, love, happiness. This is my true nature. These are my true qualities that I forget because I become identified with the body and the role and the ego. I'm so-and-so. We had a conference a few years ago in Delhi, in a big stadium, big indoor stadium, and I was one of the speakers, and we were sitting there waiting for everything to start, and this guy sitting next to me, he gives me his card, business card, and the card said Mr. So-and-so and had about 15 letters after his name. PhD, blah, 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 you know, he gave his, and on the back of the card was his whole curriculum. He was responsible for this from such a year to such a year, and responsible for something else for so many years, and so on. So his business card was like his whole CV. And, you know, in a way I felt sorry for him, because I, the soul, am not my CV. I'm not Mr. So-and-so. That's a temporary residence. In fact, if you die, leave the body and take another body, and you're a PhD in mathematics, let's say, after a short time, you take a new body and you have to start to learn to speak again, blah, blah, blah. He was a few years before PhD. Now, blah, 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 me, me, me. And mommy and daddy are saying, 1 and 1 is not 3, 1 and 1 is 2. PhD a few years before, now, So everything that is part of your expansion, at the time that you leave the body, well, finished. That's it. Dissolves. All of the things that you considered important finish. You don't even, if you came back in another lifetime and met your previous wife, somehow, she's still alive, you would not recognize her. Maybe the vibration, but not the person. Yeah? Do you understand that? Who am I? I am that one, not this one. Who is God? God is this essence for all, not the one that people believe in. So if we want to be simple in our thinking, just keep to these 3 points. I am the soul, point of light, spiritual being, peaceful, loving, blissful. That's the real me. God, this one, is not, what people believe. Is beyond what people believe. But it's the same one for everyone. This is the one that we invoke. So we here use the name Shiv. But it's the same one. And then you look at whatever things happen, you can also reduce it to the essence. Bas. Okay? So, let's have some meditation. Luciana, would you like to come here and conduct some meditation for everyone? Because we're here with a special group from Brazil.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be in your country, in your city, in this beautiful complex. It seems that I am a foreigner because I was born in Brazil, but I feel very much as part of your culture. I've been some 50 times to India, and I have spent, if I count all the months that I've been here, I've been a few years here. So it's really nice to be here with you this morning. So we are going to sit in meditation, and something that I've been finding very helpful in meditation is that we can change the story inside of our mind. Verikian was sharing how we create a story. We believe in that story. We start to live that story. We start to think that we are that story.